many of the classes that we now have are going to be transferred off of YouTube, but onto the academy that we now have. So if you go to mytradinglounge.com, what you're going to start to see is a lot of the classes that we've already done transferred over to the academy, so that you can just go on into there at any time. You can log in there for free, and then what's going to happen is you're going to be able to see a lot of things like this class, Dan's classes, and just some of the other things, how to start your live account, how to count pips. A lot of those things are going to be on there. Okay, so just letting you know. And for those that got their Forex Unleashed t-shirts, here we go. You should have already gotten your shirt this week from the boot camp. So for those that need to order, y'all can go ahead and order the shirts too. They are online at mytradinglounge.com under shop. So go on and get yourself outfitted. The children have clothes too. The children have their own clothes too. Yes, divorce should be there any day. It should be there. It should be there by today. All right, so let's get started on any questions that you may have in advance about the harmonic scanner. Any quick questions? Because I probably would cover it, but are there any questions about it? Because everybody on here wants to make money with using it. So any questions before I get started? Okay, well then see, you're easy. You're easy like Sunday morning. All right, now I'm gonna try to get to the chat box as much as I can. Dan, if you can help out with any of the questions, because I don't want to miss.
I got you covered.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a deep breath in and just focus on the reason why we're here in the first place. It's not just to make money, but whatever that money is going to be able to do for us, we got to focus on that and not get frustrated on being greedy. Okay? Because if the greed starts to set in and you're thinking, I got to make money by June 1st to pay off my car, things not going to go right. So be super careful when you are making these goals that they are measurable. This right here, if we show you how a little bit can be done each and every day, you're going to be able to see consistent wins. You want to see profitable and consistent wins each and every day. All right, let me turn this down. Yes, girl, I keep it simple. How often should you check it? Check what? How often should you check it? The harmonic scanner. And the question is best time to catch the pattern. Okay, got it. All right, so yes, I will make sure that I covered those questions. The harmonic scanner, here we go. Now we're going to use an indicator that's going to help everybody online here. The prerequisites are, everybody, first of all, you need to be a current member of I Am Mastery Academy, because you're not going to be able to use the harmonic scanner successfully. So you got to make sure that you've at least gone through the basics. And I know they may sound weird and jumbled up. It may sound very unclear to you, but make sure you get through it, and then at least spend about 30 minutes to an hour each day doing something in the academy, doing something on Go Live, something. Technical analysis and also mindset. So if you've gone through your academy, you should have seen a lot of this already. Some of the requirements, as I said, we're going to show you how to get the Parabolic SAR indicator. Parabolic SAR indicator. You need to know how to use the horizontal and vertical lines. Be aware of any news, and I'm not talking about Fox 5 News or Channel 4 News, that could disrupt your Forex currency pairs. So if you haven't already, make sure that you have already downloaded an app such as MyFXBook. That way you can see if you're trading like this morning, 8:30 in the morning, there was some USD news that came out. So anything that affected any of pairs that you were trading that had USD in it, be careful. You may want to stay away from that until at least 30 minutes after the time. So if news comes out for US dollar, let's say at 8:30, I wouldn't feel comfortable at least going back into that trade with anything for US dollar till at least maybe 30 minutes after that, 9 o'clock or so. If the news came out at 10 o'clock, wait at least 30 minutes to let the market adjust itself, okay? So be aware of any of that, because that could really, if you're thinking that the market is going in an uptrend, the news could come out and it could actually go in it could short the market. And all of a sudden you're looking like, where did that come from? Because news came out. It could be anything around the world that affected that. So just make sure that you have that app before every time you trade. And the last thing is know how to count to number 2. Can all of us count to number 2? Just put a number 2 in the chat box. I got to make sure that we can all count to number 2. See, we keep it simple. Super, super simple. Number 2. All right, so if you can do the 2s, we can continue. This time frame is going to work on 1 hour or higher. 1 hour or higher. And this is going to work for any pairs. Indices, Forex pairs. I don't know too much about cryptocurrency because of the volatility of it, but I would check with that. Stocks, even if you're doing stocks. So this is going to be an awesome way for you to start learning how to get your best entry points. You want to log into your Harmonic Scanner app, and the easiest way to get to that is through harmonics.im. Harmonics.im, you use your same login that you're going to use for your IM Mastery account. You're going to select the broker, the time frame, and the time again. So there's 3 different areas, and we'll show you exactly that in a minute on the chart. You got to do that every single time, because just because you checked it at 11, 12 o'clock, and you go back into Harmonic Scanner, let's say at 2 o'clock, the computer shut down, you got to go back in there and put in those 3 things all over again. Your broker, the time frame that you want, and the time frame again. Start identifying your first 5 pairs. And typically, ladies and gentlemen, you want to stick with some favorites. My favorites are the GBP pairs and indice now, US 30. So I can do it on any of them, but if you want to stay faithful to a certain trading pair, a currency pair, then you want to make sure that you're not all over the place just trading AUD, NZD, EUR, NZD all the time. Stick with some favorites and just look out for your favorites. That's it. That is a huge tool, because when I first got started, I'm gonna be honest, I was looking at almost every pair like it was a bus running every 5 minutes. You gotta just pick what works for you. If you just want to work with the EUR pairs, then look just for those. If you're looking just for GBP pairs, anything with GBP, GBP USD, GBP JPY, anything with that, then just stick with that. This tool right here is going to work, but you don't need to use it on every single pair. Number 3, this is going to help you learn to identify the best entry, buy, and sell signals. Number 3 is probably the best thing, because so many people want to cheat and just hurry up and just give me a signal, give me a signal. Well, the company probably has so many different apps that send you signals. Why are you trusting someone else's word when you could just pick it up on your own? Hello. There's been so much money lost for services where you trust, hey, I'm gonna just give you the money. Why don't you just trade for me, or you just send me some signals? Be very careful with that, because you can lose a lot of money. It can make you feel good for a week, but after a while, who's to say that those signals are even genuine? They don't have to be validated. So this is going to be a way where you can see your best entry for buy and sell. You're going to create your own signal system. After you finish viewing this, you're going to be able to view and get your own signals. This is the ability for you to gain 10 to 15 pips for each currency trade that you do. And remember, if you choose to, it depends on how much money is in your account. Because the question comes up, well, can I do 30 pips? Guys, I don't really deviate too much more from what I see work or what mentors have provided me before. If this is going to help you get 10 to 15 pips per trade, there is a way that you could duplicate that trade and put it in 2 or 3 times. The same trade, you just go put it in, buy, hit place, double check your numbers, make sure it looks good, and then you go back in that same pair and put it in again. So instead of you making that profit of only 10 pips, what if you could have made 20 or 30 when it hits profit? You have a chance to lose that money, or you could gain that money all at the same time. But just letting you know, 10 pips may feel like, oh, that's chump change. That's just a little bit. Well, no, there's an ability that you can manipulate and make that money. It's called twin trading. All you're doing is just putting it in 2 or 3 times. This is either for market execution, so this is not any pending orders. This is for those that are okay with doing market executions. So let's talk about the Parabolic SAR. How many people have heard of the Parabolic SAR? Trying to see. Yes? Nope. Yes? Some? Okay. It's about to save your life. It's about to save your life. All right, let me show you. Let's get to it, because y'all have grilled cheese sandwiches you got to get to. The Parabolic SAR is an indicator. Dan, actually, I want to thank you very much for showing it to me. I don't know who showed it to you, but this man stays up a lot with research. This is an indicator that's used in a market with a strong trend to determine, am I in a buy market or am I in a sell market? The SAR, it's kind of bad timing for saying SARs, but SAR stands for stop and reversal. Stop and reversal. So the Parabolic SAR works by plotting dots. I call them footprints, dots above and below your price. So this indicator that you're going to be able to get is worked just by simply putting dots above price or below price. When the SARs, footprints, are above price, the market is in a downtrend. So if the indicator is above your candles, if it's above your candlesticks, the market is in a downtrend. If you notice that the SARs, the dots, are below your candlesticks, then the market is in an uptrend. You guys ready to see this in motion? What's up, Willie? Hi, Willie. All right, let's put it in action so you can see what it looks like on the chart now. Now let's put these in motion because you need to see the harmonic scanner first of all. When you go to harmonics.im, remember the 3 areas that I share with you that you have to make sure that you are adjusting. Up here in the left-hand side, where it says brokers, whichever broker that you are accustomed to using in your MetaTrader 4, look for it up here. I use FX Choice, so you want to get your pricing as close as possible to whatever you are trading with. There's no need you pulling down Trader's Way pricing if your charts and broker account is with FX Choice. Prices don't match. When you go to the grocery store, milk cost. But if you go to Shoppers Food Warehouse, it may be 2 cents different. If you go to Safeway, it may be 3 cents lower. It's still the same milk, but they have different pricing for different brokers, okay? So make sure that you're pricing it out. Choose the broker that you are using to trade with. Whether this is in demo or live, it doesn't matter. Down here, you want to check your time. 1 hour, as I said, this is going to work best for your 1 hour or higher time frames. 1 hour, 4 hour, or 1 day. So I'm going to pick 1 hour, and then I'm going to come over here, and it's going to just match. Make sure it says H1. So those are the three areas. Every time you come into harmonics.im, you need to make sure that those are set. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we got that covered. No problem. Now, remember, now this is not the best day. I typically trade between Tuesday and Thursday. So a lot of this activity that's on here, I don't really do too much on Friday, but I want you to see just the performance of how it works. Now, remember I said when I first got into harmonics, I hated it because all of this mess was all jumbled up. And I'm like, what in the world? You have to make some adjustments. Every time you get in here, put your mouse in the middle, anywhere in the white chart here, and then just move it to the left. Move it to the left. That's it. So you can see what you need to see is over here on the left hand side. You need to see the entry, the stop loss. You need to see the take profit 1, 2, 3 clearly, and you need to see your pricing. You also need to see where's the letter D. Where's the letter D? Because that's going to help me indicate when to get into the market. When to get into the market. But we need some assistance because let's just say the first 5 pairs typically are the most recent ones. So to answer your question, the best times to look at this is in the mornings between 8 and 12, between 8 a.m. and 12. I'm not up at 2 o'clock in the morning, so I cannot even talk about that time of the morning. And then again, between the hours of 9 to 11. Those are the times that I can really see that the market is not consolidating that much, but you've at least got some good uptrends and downtrends. Okay, so hopefully that helps with timing. You can go in, and I'm not saying it doesn't, but this chart is always going to reset itself. Just because you see this timing now, it's 12:26 on Friday. If you were to come in here 2 hours from now, these take profit prices will be different. These take profits will be different. All of this work that you see, the A, the B, the C, the D, and the X, all of that is a setup already done for us because the broker has already done the research, stretched back in history, done their analysis on, well, based upon the previous, this is the setup for right now. And when you start to see the letter D, that's going to be showtime. That's going to be showtime to start looking out for that right there. There's a couple of other videos that I did do already on our YouTube page, so make sure you're going back in there to check out just some more references on how to use the Harmonic Scanner. So I don't want to go too deep into just how to use it, but I'm going to glance through it, but know that there's notes on it as well. So just you can't even take this off if you wanted to. You can't take it off. You did, it'll just snap right back on. So just know that that is already an analysis. It's already a pattern that's formed that FX Choice or whatever broker has already set up for us. So they've done all the work for us. They've done the head and shoulders. They've done the Fibonacci already. All of that's a perfect setup. All we need to do is open up the laptop, look for the letter D, apply this SAR, Parabolic SAR, onto our chart and go on about our life and be more confident of when it's going to go into effect. Because when you see this, you would think, well, here's D, here's my entry price right here, 89 cents, 89,365. Let me put in my buy as soon as the candlesticks are closest to the D, right? That would automatically be your first instinct. That's what we've been taught. But things happen where you might have gotten in right around, because you want to get in as closest to the D where the candles are, as closest to the D as possible. And when you start to see that, it could retrace. It could still keep going down, right? I know we've experienced that. You're like, dang, you're supposed to be going up. And then all of a sudden it goes down, it hits your stop loss, and you're like, what happened? Well, it wasn't finished going in its downtrend. And this SAR is going to help you see that. So in this particular case, entry is starting at 89,365. Its first take profit is at 89.51. It's almost what, 30, almost 30 pips you would have gained in that 1, 2 hours. It worked in that case. 2 hours, it hit take profit 1. Take profit 2, it didn't take long. It just took another hour and it pierced right through it in hour number 3. Well, I'm just counting from here. 1, 2, 3. Let's say in the 4th hour here, it would have hit your take profit 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hours, it hit take profit 3. Bravo. It did what it needed to do. That looked like a perfect setup. It doesn't always happen that way. It doesn't always happen. So I'll help you as we go through here also on how to make sure that you're placing the trade correctly in your MetaTrader 4. So let's put on this indicator here to help out. So what I want you to do is when you get off this line, you're going to be able to go back in here and look at this a little bit different. Now, I want you to go up to where it says indicators and type in Parabolic SAR. It's going to look just like that. You're going to click on that and exit out. Now I need to, if you look over here on the left-hand side, you see SAR. Let's go in here and because I need to magnify the dots a little bit. So let's go into the settings. Do you see the settings are at 0.02? Leave them right there. Leave them what you see, the increment, the maximum 0.2, leave it. Don't change the settings. The style, let's thicken it up a little bit so everybody in webinar land can see. All right, and just that's it. That's it. Do you all see the footprints that I call footprints? Let me get a gauge. You guys see what's out there? You guys see what was on the screen? Take a look at it, and I want you to see how these SARs are about to change your life. So remember I said when these dots are underneath your candlesticks, that is indicating you can go long in the market. It is an uptrend, so you're going to be ready for a buy. Now back here, it didn't say that. We were still in a downtrend. You saw the dots are above. It wasn't finished going down. So in here, if I were to open this up and I were to look at the candlesticks like right around here and I put in a buy order, I would have been okay in this instance. But overall, the market did not really start adjusting and reversing until about here. And that's when you saw the candlesticks, excuse me, the Parabolic SAR is now underneath the candlesticks. Okay? And if you look in the past, this is the reason why you can use this on any pair. All it's doing is stopping and reversing. Momentum, where's the momentum? So for this one, all I did was I just took the very first pair. Now you can use this even when it hit take profit 3, even when it's gone through TP3. So for example, if I were to wait, remember I said if you can count to 2, you got this, y'all? You want to wait for that second Parabolic SAR to present itself. You want to wait because you want to make sure that that momentum is really there. So if I see the second one here, I'm going to be ready to start going into the market right around here to put this in as a market execution buy. For how many pips? 10 to 15. That's it. 10 to 15. That's all I'm going for. So had I put my market execution right around here, if I saw this movement, if I get my measuring tool, this movement just alone was about 24. That candlesticks alone was about 24. So by the time I put it in, I would have made my mark. But timing is everything. All you need to do is put the Parabolic SAR onto your Harmonic Scanner and go in with more confidence. Now you're like, all right, well, where do I put my daggone stop loss? Good question. Lori, let me answer that question. Go back. I want you to take a look back. If you're in an uptrend, you're going to anticipate putting your buy order in somewhere around here. All right. You want to put your take profit in. You just want to calculate 10 to 15 pips on top of your market price, wherever you're getting in now. Your stop loss, you're going to refer back. Well, let me look at when it reversed. All right. It reversed around here. Right here was the last time it reversed. This is where it gets, nothing is so precise. So I'm going to say go back no more than 5 candles to get your lowest point. That is where your stop loss will be. So look at the last candle where it reversed, like right here. And I'm going to look at the lowest point of that pullback. All right, well, right around here. Right around here is where that entry price, right around there, that's where I would have put my stop loss. I'm projecting to go up. My stop loss is down here. It never even touched that zone. So feel with confidence that all you're doing is just going back one dot on the reversal and getting your lowest point. You might have to go back about 5 candlesticks. And here I just went back 3. Get your lowest point. That's your stop loss. And then just ride it up 10 to 15 pips. Any questions so far? You like? Pretty simple, right? All right, let's look at it on the chart one more time. Nothing is ever precise. So Dan has said you can also use it as your stop loss. Let me see. Let's get back on here. If I would have used this as my stop loss, I would have got tricked out. I would have got stopped out. So that's why I say go back maybe about no more than 5 candles. And that way you can get your determination for your stop loss.
Hey, Lori, real quick. So what I was really referring to is wherever your entry point is. So say if you would have entered in at that blue candle or that second red candle right there, pointing at. So whenever you put in your entry, look at the bottom of that particular candle for your stop loss.
You could do that too.
So, yeah. So if you notice the market was still going up, it never reversed to hit your stop loss at that point.
Right. Good job, Mr. B.
Not a problem.
Good job, Mr. B. All right, so let's take a look back at how this looks on the chart. So remember, whenever you see, thanks, Dan, whenever you see the parabolic SARs are above your candlesticks, above price, the market is in a downtrend. Feel with confidence that you can place that order. 10 to 15 pips is all you want to go for. When the parabolic SAR is below, you see the dots come out and you need at least 2 to give you the confidence that it's at least in that going in that momentum. If the parabolic SAR is below the candlesticks, then the market is in an uptrend. The settings, keep them the same. Keep them the same. It's no need yes, this is recorded. There's no need to change the settings when you go into the inputs. So I pulled this one from last night, GBP USD, just so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. And at the time, I saw that these parabolic SARs were presenting itself pretty strong going in this position. Candlesticks are below, your parabolic is above. So that means that this was going in a downtrend. When you start to see the second one peak itself, right around that, you should feel with confidence that you can put your order in for a sell. And here's how the numbers come out. This is a TradingView platform. This is yes, this is being recorded. This is a TradingView platform. So if you notice everything in the Harmonic Scanner, it looks just like TradingView. So yes, you can use it in TradingView on its own as well. So for example, if I saw this on the harmonic scanner, I'm going to look and see around at least my second parabolic, around this area is where I'm going to place my order, right around here, your market execution. I'm gonna put that in for 10 pips, 15 pips, it's up to you. And then what I'm paying attention to is, well, where's my stop loss gonna go? Well, let me look at the reversal. Before it reversed to go into a downtrend, here's the reversal. Right around here, I need to see what was my highest point here, and that's how I got the stop loss. That's how I got the stop loss. You all want to practice this in your demo so that you can get a feel on it. Everything just goes in reverse. If you're going on a sell, go to the last candle and see where was my highest. Where's my highest peak? Put your stop loss in there, and that's where it will go. And as you see, it never even touched this zone at all. It never even went into that direction. Let's look at the opposite. If you're going in this direction, look at where my arrow is pointing down. If I see that this is going down, then all of a sudden, I see that there's now an uptrend. All right, that means that I need to be placing a buy order. So right around here is where my market execution is going to go for a buy for 10 to 15 pips. My stop loss, I need to go back to the reversal right around here and see where's my lowest point of this rally, and it was right here. This is my stop loss. It touched nothing down here. Your stop loss was like, we're not even going to see. She's going to make this money and he's going to make this money. There's nothing you can do about it. So feel with confidence that you can use the Parabolic SAR all the time. You can use it on TradingView independently. You can use it on Harmonic Scanner independently. It's awesome. So let's go back over here. Now, when you see the SAR over here, any indicators that you have, they're going to be listed over here. If you want to hide it, you can take it off. If you want to bring it back, it's here. What I would suggest you doing, because it does not automatically save it like TradingView does, what you want to do is come over here and hit save. You want to hit save, because when you do that, now you can save it as whatever you want. Name it whatever you want. So now whenever I come back to this chart, when I come back to the harmonic scanner, remember, it does not always save your settings for you. So if you saved it here, then you can just come back here, load the chart layout. I call mine Starship and Footprint, y'all. So I'm going to get it, and then it just loads it right on. Boom, there it is. Move it over and get busy. Move your chart, and that way you're right there. And that way it's loaded on so you can start playing with it. You just go down the line and pick out where is your, right here, like right here, in NZD CAD, clear buy. This is a clear buy right now. Even though on the harmonic scanner, it's telling you it already hit its mark on 1 and 2. But the Parabolic SAR doesn't lie. It doesn't know about the harmonic pattern. It just knows the momentum of the candlesticks. So you can use this anytime, but use this with the harmonic scanner so that when you are about to place an order, you will feel more with confidence. Do I need to wait? Or is this a good time to place it? Crystal, I'm glad you made it on. Can I use this in TradingView? Absolutely. Now remember, TradingView is a very generic chart. It does not know that you're linked up with Owanda or FX Choice. It's only, you can connect it, but there's certain brokers that they are connected to for pricing. So be very careful when you just go to TradingView just to trade, because their pricing is generic. It is not specific to your broker's pricing. So use Harmonic Scanner to get your best pricing for your broker. What other brokers are you all using out there? Oh, trees, yeah. Girl, I'm calling them dots. I'm calling them footprints. Hugo's Way. All right. Hugo's Way is not with TradingView. They don't have the affiliation, so you can't link Hugo's Way or FX Choice to it. Owanda is. So if you did that, if you can connect your TradingView to it, then that means their TradingView will read the pricing from that broker. But be very careful. If I'm really like, especially if I'm trading the indices, I have to go to the actual broker's chart in order to make that happen. So I go to fxchoice.com, download MetaTrader 4 onto your computer. That way you can see their pricing, or just use the Harmonic Scanner, or just use that. Same thing with Hugo's Way. Hugo's Way is great. They're great if you want to use indices, cryptocurrencies, and Forex. That's fine. But if you want to get the exact pricing when you're placing a trade for entries, then you need to make sure that you're going to the Harmonic Scanner, or you're going to the hugosway.com and download their MetaTrader 4. Does that make sense? Because we trade a lot on TradingView to do a lot of markups, but you have to be careful on pricing for entries that you are using the broker's price. I want to show you all one more thing. We can get you going. Any questions? How are y'all feeling about that? Let me hear your voices.
This is awesome.
Awesome it is. I like it. Anytime something, y'all, it's so simple. We look up and like, we try to complicate it so much, but when something like that comes out, it's like, you know, indicators are not perfect, and they lag just a little bit in time, but for what you see, if you even back test it, you're going to lose sometimes, but for more times, you're going to win more now because you're giving yourself enough room. The reason why a lot of people get stopped out a lot of times is because their stop loss is way too close to their entry. And I know when I first got started, I'm like, well, I don't want to lose any money. Well, you're losing because you got to give this chart enough room to breathe. You got to give the pricing enough room to go up and down, up and down. And when it's doing that, if you're being real chintzy and you place the stop loss too close to your entry price, you're going to get stopped out and it's going to frustrate you. So move it back, and you see, if you use the reversal method like we just talked about, you saw nothing even went down in that direction to hit the stop loss at all. At all. All right, so let's put this into your MetaTrader 4. Let's put it in there so you can make sure that you're putting it in correctly. Y'all ready? Willie, what's your question? It doesn't change colors, no. It's just, where is it in relation to the candlesticks? Are they above the candlesticks or are the dots below? All right, so let's go in and let's just check this out. we've identified placing the trade, but let's just recap this as we finish up. Now, as you see, as you're going in for a market execution, these are not pending orders. These are just give me money right now. These are day trading options. And when you're doing the 1 hour chart, that doesn't mean that you're always going to get paid in 1 hour. That simply means that each candlestick is measured in time, and that's 1 hour of activity that it's measuring. So usually by the end of the day, most day traders have cashed out and you've made their money. So why not do this if you're looking to at least gain some consistent wins while doing this? Use the harmonic scanner in the morning, get up 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, see where the D is. I'm sorry, y'all. See where the D is, and then start placing your trades with confidence there using the parabolic. Depending on how much money is in your account, the only reason why you will get knocked out of that trade is if your lot size is too big. If you have a $100 account, putting a dollar lot size in is a no-no. No, it's not going to work. And the brokers are not going to allow you to place that. So they allow us leverage to be able to make more money than we have, but you got to make sure that your lot size is not kicking you out of your own trade. And I'm going to show you that also, how to get that. On mytradinglounge.com, under resources, we have the trading lot sizes for you. You want to look at that because that is a helpful tool to figure out, well, based upon my personal account size, how much should my lot sizes be? That account size, let's say it's $1,000. And it says on there, your suggested lot size is $1. That does not mean $1 for each trade that you're putting in. That means a total of $1 on those multiple trades. Let's say you put in 3 different trades. You're going to over leverage your account if you're trying to do $1. I'm speaking to someone right now in the back of the room. You cannot do $1 on each trade, y'all. Split it up where it's 30 cents, 30 cents, 30 cents. You got me? That's trial and error, trust me. So you go into MetaTrader 4, you look for your pair, AUD, USD. Let's just say it's that one. iPhones, you're going to see your phone looks like this. Android is going to look like this on the right. You're going to place your order. I have an Android, so I'm going to rock over here. Mark, if you look at the top, verify that you are in the right pair that you want to trade in. Down below it is the order. What are you telling the computer to do? What do you want it to do? And this is where you're going to hit market execution. Leave it, just leave it alone. Below it is your lot size. What lot size are you wanting to put on this particular trade? On the left-hand side is your bid price for sellers, if you're selling the market short. On the right-hand side is your asking price, if you are in an uptrend and you're buying the trade. Seller's price, buyer's price. Seller's price, buyer's price. The buyer's price is always going to be more. The difference between these two numbers is the spread that the brokers charge. The lower the spread, the better. So if you notice this number is usually bigger, it's because buyers always pay more money. Buyers always pay more money. You drop down here to the line below it, underlined in green, it's suggested, please put your take profit price in there. So wherever the market is right now, let's just say the price is at 0.73406, like you see on the screen. If you're just going for 10 pips, all you're going to do is add 10 pips to the 40. That's why they're fatter, so you can pay attention and focus on that. Your take profit price that you're going to put in there is 0.7350, and just bring back the 6. You're just going for 10 pips. You're just going for 10 pips. And let's say on the reds, underlined in red, you see that it is, you looked and you saw your reversal, and it was 0.73, I don't know, 25. I should say 2006, 206. That's your stop loss. So all I'm going to do is place the numbers in here accordingly and not get too nervous. My hands aren't going to be shaking because I'm on the hour chart. If I'm on a 5 or a 10-minute chart, I have to be doing too much, and there's too much anxiety. 1 hour gives you plenty of time. So you place your trade in here, 0.73506 for my take profit. Over here, I'm putting in, let's just say, I'm just giving you an example, y'all, 0.73206. And I'm basing everything off of here as a buy. iPhoners, all you do, same thing, but it just tells you what the line is. Stop loss, put your finger on there and it will tap, you tap it on there so you can type in what you want and your take profit price, and then you hit buy or sell. If you're putting in any other pending orders, doesn't matter in this particular case, but if you tap on market execution, you will see the other orders will appear. But for this one, we are doing market executions only. 10 to 15 pips will keep the bill payers away. Okay? Any questions? And let me show you here. Since y'all don't believe me, mytradinglounge.com is getting a makeover. We have got the Academy of videos that are constantly going to be updated over the next weeks. So stay tuned for all of those new videos that are going to be coming in there for your learning pleasure. Like I shared with you, mytradinglounge.com has a lot of information on there. We started this back in 2017 because a lot of our team members the team was growing and we needed one central place where a lot of things were that we were creating. So under resources is that chart that goes over your proper risk management. We get excited in demo land, don't we? Like demo is like, man, we are fearless. Just made $6,000 today. And it's not even dinner time. Once you start doing things way different when it's your real money. So the leverage, just so you all know, if you have a 1 to 500 leverage in your account, that means that however much money that you have in your account, the broker is allowing 500 times that amount that you can actually act as if you play with. You see? So leverage is important. So if you keep over leveraging yourself, you're going to knock yourself down to zero pretty fast. So some people have a lower leverage. Let's just say 1 to 100. 1 to 100. So what that really means is, well, if I have $100, then all you're doing is just multiplying however much money you really have in your account times that amount. And that's what the broker is allowing you to act as if you have. Look on here, proper risk management. If you have an available balance of, let's just say $500, your lot size should be 0.05. Not for each trade that you place, it's a total of 0.05. For you not to over leverage your account, that's what your suggestion is. If you got $2,000 in your account, 0.20, $2. So just add up your trades so that they total that amount, not each trade totaling $2. $2. If you put 3 different trades in there, you know, you're going to find yourself deleted. You ever put a trade in and it just all of a sudden goes away? It says deleted, no money. You're like, but I do have money. No, you over leveraged the account. So it took it out for you. So stop increasing the lot size so much. This is a cheat sheet so you can see what do the pips mean in English. What does it mean in dollar size? Start at the bottom. 0.01 simply means 0.10. 10 cents. 10 cents. All right. So pretty basic, but just kind of reminders for us greedy and excited people. And I say greed with love, that we got to just make sure that we're intentional with the pips. The pips could change some things. All right. Any questions? mytradinglounge.com. Make sure that you are definitely going on there, downloading the resources. Carrie, you are so welcome. D for dollar bills. I'm not going there with y'all today, okay? Just trying to be good today. Y'all know what the D is for. It's for dollars. When you look for the D on the harmonic scanner, it's for dollars. D. Don't do it. The parabolic, you can change the colors, Willie, of the parabolic if you want. I just had it on there as blue. I just had on there, but you can change the colors if you want, but they don't change colors just because a buy or a sell is happening. No, they're just either on top or they're on the bottom. It's as simple as that. Y'all can unmute yourself.
Thank you, Lori.
You're welcome, Sunshine.
It was great.
Yeah, great. Thank you, Lori. I was tired of typing. I just want to say I love your training style. You keep everything super simple, and I love it. Thanks,
I love you
Megan.
back. Thank you. I'm glad you tuned in. Are there any other trainings that you all might need help with? Social media, anything as far as marketing your business online, doing other things, because as I said, the to and free will creep up on you. So if you're not already having your service for free, you got to let people know we have systems in place where we have our own signals group. You can be your signal group just by opening up this computer. You see that. You don't have to rely on
I will
it.
definitely say social media marketing would be
Okay.
an amazing training.
Okay, I got you covered. That's my favorite.
I agree.
Will
I
you
would like
be
that too.
teaching other trainings?
Yeah, just other suggestions of what you're looking for. What are you needing?
Oh, everything.
Well, everything is a big word. Help me.
Help me.
Right.
I'm new. Yeah, anything and everything.
Okay. All right. Social media, we got that covered. That's probably one of my favorites. I do a lot of social media and social media postings. And there's a way that you could sell information without being pushy and not being in people's face annoying about it. Sometimes just putting hashtags in your postings are leaving the impression in somebody's mind. Every time they see it, they keep seeing it. They keep seeing it. I used to hashtag Forex pays the bills, hashtag inspiration, a lot of things. And if it says the word in it over and over again, people start to pay attention. You may just have a picture of you on the laptop, feet up, and you just took a picture of that, a screenshot. And all of a sudden, people are inquiring about, well, what is it that you do? You didn't say anything about get on my team. We got a trade signals group. You didn't say any of that. You just took a simple picture. So I will definitely do that next week, Wednesday. I'll slate that time out. If that's a good day, yes, it will be recorded so that everybody can get a good idea of going into the month. I don't want to pay this bill anymore. I want to reinvest that money towards me and SARS are going to do some things. And keep in mind also that your 175 that you're investing every month, you've got this ability. So if you can't make that back in 1 week, you're not serious about this. You're not serious. So dedicate, how many days a week am I going to do this? How many pips do I need? If you need to sit down and talk to either Dan or myself, our links are always in the Facebook group. So if you needed to schedule some one-on-one time to just kind of figure out, well, I need a certain strategy, then I want to make sure I put that back out there again so that everybody can get their time. Because that's going to be a huge difference on, well, I don't know what 20 pips means to you, but if I did that 3 days a week, that could change. That's a car payment. That's a car payment. So whatever it is, let's take a look and what are some goal settings that we got to do to convert the idea into money. All right. So I'll make sure I drop those links in the Facebook page. Good. All right, good. Crystal, yeah, it'll be recorded. Oh, yes, yes. I hate, y'all, I did not ever pick up the phone and talk to any family or friends. There's no family or friends that are in my business. And people get upset and they're like, how come my family is all raggedy and they buy Nike, but they don't buy my stuff? I'm like, look, there's no one out there that's going to support you better than a total stranger. I hate to tell you that, but a total stranger. So you have to be good with knowing that and be okay with that. There's so many people out there that need what we have. And family and friends, you know, you see them at the cookout. They know how goofy you are. They know how silly you are. And all of a sudden you want to be a Forex trader. They're like, okay, girl, that sounds good. All right, Derek, that's cool. But you have to make sure that you're leveling up and being that person of value to someone brand new. They've never met you, but you were in their prayers and you finally came to them. And that's how it's going to work out. That's how it's going to work. So what's the Facebook page? Oh, the FX Trading Lounge. The FX Trading Lounge. And I have about 13 people that are waiting for an approval to come in there. If you have team members that are signing on, please let them know they have to finish the questions, because it's just 3 questions, y'all. Are you a current IM Mastery member? Who are you referred by? Like, who is your sponsor? And do you abide by the rules? They don't even answer the question. So we're not bringing any people in there in our group that's going to harm you and it's going to spam you. None of that. So I try to filter all that out. But there's about 13 people that aren't even in. But make sure if you are one of the ones that aren't approved, it could be because you didn't finish answering the questions. That's all. Are we ready to build? But I didn't want to start with don't. I'll show you on Wednesday how you can build online. And right now is probably the best time. I'm doing a campaign right now to over 700 women all across the United States. Never met them, but they're going to see this as, I need this. Yes, I'm at home. What do I need to do? Is because I'm delivering value. So I want to show you how to do that without even knowing who these people are. It's the age of the internet now, guys. So you don't have to stand in line at Target. Hey, you ever thought about saving money? I have. You ever thought about trading in the Forex market? No, you ain't gonna be doing that. Please don't do that to yourself. Do you like to make money? Don't do that. All right. Any other questions, you guys? Wednesday, nooner. Yes, baby girl. Smoochie.
I just want to say to you and Daniel that last Sunday was excellent trading, and I did good with US 30, really, really good. And then I did a little bad with US 30, but I am so proud. I'm so grateful and happy that you guys are teaching the skill set. However, I wanted to make a suggestion after getting on with Oren, that he suggested, like, you know how you guys talk about having 4 accounts, like putting your indices to US 30 in a total separate account, because like I did have it in one account, and then when it went south on me, I was good, like pro for two good mornings. Yeah. And then for whatever reason, it'll suck that account. So like he was saying, one account for like your GBP, USD, whatever, then one account for crypto, if you're doing binaries, fast money trading, that one, and then the US 30 by itself. So maybe if you guys can think about that, and then when we come back Sunday, bring it to the group.
Sounds good. Appreciate it. You know, when you have an account with these brokers, they allow you to have different accounts. So let's say Hugo's Way, let's say it allows you to have 7 different accounts. So what Deborah's mentioning is, well, account A could be your crypto account. B could be your retirement account. C could be your day-to-day trading. E could be your US indices. So you could label them. It's like you just having different accounts. So when you're trading in between those accounts, you could be trading ones for the babies, one for the grandkids, one's just for, day-to-day shopping. Just make sure you know and keep yourself organized on which account you're trading in, instead of having everything all into one account. Diversify, that's all. You're just diversifying.
Yeah, don't trade that US 30. You put that in a separate account by itself.
Yeah, I do like it. I do like it now. And I just trade on the 1 hour for that one.
Right.
So Sunday we'll be back. Any other questions that you lovely ladies or gentlemen have? I'm seeing more women dominate this market, you guys. I love it. I love it. This is good. It's once been a male-dominated world, and now things.
I have one more question.
Mhm.
Speaking back into US 30, because
Mm-hmm.
that's just something that I've kind of allowed piqued my interest, because I guess I would say always scared of US 30 because of the way people talk about
I
it.
know, I was too.
And so my question is, everyone says, oh, well, I wouldn't trade US 30 unless I had $1,000 in an account. Do you feel that same way?
Honey, I had $200 and it went down to 100, and I still had it. I just had to watch my lot size. I could just do the
Okay.
0.01. So just keep doing the 0.01 until you build that account up to be able to do a larger lot size.
Okay.
That's
Thank
all.
you.
That's all. I know it doesn't feel good. I'm like, oh, I just made 78 cents. Oh, I just made $1.24. Build that up. That is huge because SunTrust didn't give you that. Navy Federal Credit Union didn't give you that. You just made that sitting at home. So don't, defeat yourself by just saying, oh, it was just. No, you made $2 by doing 30 minutes of activity. That's it, if that. So keep going. Keep going.
It's Tanya. I do have a quick question on
Hey,
that
Ladybug.
US 30. How are you?
Good.
Good. Okay, so my question, and this is going to be to Dan as well. I don't know if anybody else has experienced this, but I did a trade on the US 30 in the demo account, and it hit, got the profit. Then I tried it on my live account, and it hit, but the dollar amount never changed. And my question to you is, do you think that was because because of the spread, it just broke even? Because I should have had profit.
I
No,
can
I
let
don't know. We'd have to look at the numbers to see exactly what that looked like, because I don't know what your take profit and what the spread was during that time.
now. I will say this, Tanya. Some of the things that I have noticed trading US 30, if there is a very strong push in the market during the time that it hits your entry as well as your take profit, sometimes you'll notice that the trade closes out in the negative, or sometimes it'll break even.
I think on mine it broke even because the dollar amount never changed.
Right.
But when I had it in the demo account, it took the profit. So I was wondering, I didn't know if it had something to do with the spread or what. Okay.
Where did you pull it? Did you pull it from the actual broker site, or did you look at TradingView only?
No. I did it from my actual broker site. It was Hugo's way. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know the numbers are going to be different when you're looking at it in TradingView, and then when you actually look the setup, I do know the numbers are different.
Right.
It was just interesting to me because I was like, that didn't make any sense. But like I said, I didn't lose anything, but I didn't gain anything.
So what they call that is slippage.
Okay.
So
You mentioned it before.
Yeah, a lot of times what'll happen is because that market is moving so fast and there's so much volume that's in that market, a lot of times it'll trigger your trade and then slam past your take profit. And the next thing you know, you either zeroed out or you're in the negative. But
Lost you. Okay.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So sometimes what'll happen is if you don't have enough money to cover the trade in your live account, it'll just completely delete your trade altogether.
Okay. And that's probably what happened. Okay. So good lesson. So that's why I'm going to leave that one alone. stick with it until I build that volume up a little bit more.
Right.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Cool.
problem.
Good. All right, you guys. So use it. The market closes every Friday at 5 o'clock. If you're in the U.S. indices, stay away after 4 o'clock. So just make sure that you are watching your trades up until that time period when it's time to close anything out. Because as the market is, let's say after 3 o'clock, it kind of chills out. But at 5 o'clock when the market closes, you could be thinking, when I still have this order in, it's a buy, it's a buy. And then all of a sudden over the weekend, Saturday, the market money is still moving on Saturday. The money is still moving on Sunday morning. And by the time the market opens back up on Sunday evening, 5 p.m., the price went 20 pips down. Like, how in the world did that work? Be super careful because the market is still shifting over the weekend. So if you don't need to, if you can close anything out, close it out before 5 o'clock. If you can before 12 noon, just so you can remind yourself. If you don't have anything if it's pending, leave it as pending. It hasn't opened and activated yet. But if you had something still going on, take your profit, shoot the loss off for right now, because you don't know what's going to happen over the weekend.
Mhm.
That's every weekend. And make sure that you're checking your news big time. So I'll go ahead and get this loaded up into the FX Trading Lounge. Thank you everybody for attending, and stay tuned on Wednesday so we can do a social media class so you all can be sexy and appear online without anybody bothering you at all. Just make the sales, the new registrations. That's it. All right. New registration. Parabolic, go for it. Go give it a shot. Go practice it out in your demo, please. And then when you feel comfortable with it, yeah, just use that harmonic scanner. Now you can now get into the trade knowing, is now the best time to get in, or should I wait? Sunday, 3 o'clock. We'll see you guys again.
Lori, this is Erica. I have a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I can't hear you. Erica?
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yep.
The training that you mentioned that you're having for 700 women, is that open, or is that something you specifically set up for a certain group of people?
It's not a training. It's a campaign that I got. So it's a campaign of, they opted in to get some information about making money at home. So I'm just getting them some information now and putting them on a email dripping campaign on how to stay in touch with me. And when they're ready, they will make a move. So it's just sharing of, yeah. So it's not a separate training. It's just, they opted in to hear some information about trading.
Okay.
You want
Thank
some of
you
that?
much.
You want some of that?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I want some of that.
Yes, I do too.
Got you covered. There's room. All right, guys. So I got a lot of stuff to prepare for next week. Dan, are you gonna be ready for them on Sunday?
Oh, you already know I am.
No
And listen,
choice.
I just did some research. Y'all gonna be mind blown. Mm-hmm.
You're always blowing our minds.
All right, guys. Until Sunday, you guys have an amazing, safe weekend. I love you guys all.
Thank
Right.
you.
Love you too. Take care. Thank you.
Level up. Level up, baby.